So I get in there and there's, the local guys. They're like, do you want to do 20 or 30 minutes? I was like, I'll do like 15. I don't want to ruin anyone's time, or I'll go last. They're like, no, they don't want you to go last. I'm like, okay, so I'll just do 15. So I do it. Afterwards, a dude with no arms comes up to me. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. It's not like there's anything wrong with not having arms.
You're just describing who he was.
But he was basically picking a fight with me, and he had no arms. Like, that's bizarre.
That's confidence.
Because he was a comedian. He's a local comedian. He has, like, hooks for arms.
Right.
And he just comes up to me and goes, you went too long, man. And I was like, you can't talk to me like that. And he was like, what? I was like, you can't just come up and say aggressive things. Like, I was like, aren't you supposed to be chasing Peter Pan? Like, what's wrong with you? And it was bizarre because people don't get that aggressive in Los Angeles, I think. Like, Phoenix.
Right.
Phoenix has some fire here, man. Like, people just walk up to you and be like, I don't like what you're doing. I'm like, isn't there a protocol for this?
It's like you're walking into a bar in Tatooine.
Oh, totally. like the record scratches.
I don't like you.
And the only reason I bring up the lack of arms, it's like, if you're going to start a fight with a man, you should check first to see if you have arms. Because that's a major, major, major disadvantage.
Although if we are in Tatooine, I know who definitely did not shoot first. The guy with no arms.
Yeah.
He did not shoot first.
That puts you in a lose-lose situation, though.
You can't beat up a guy
Yeah,
with no
exactly.
arms.
I think that's why he did it.
So you're either going to get your ass kicked by
Right.
the guy with no arms, or you're going to be the one who beats up.
Because I can't hit a man with no arms, but he can poke me with his hooks. So basically, a guy with no arms is king. I used to do a bit about being pulled over by the cops for talking on a cell phone. And he's like, you have to operate a vehicle with two hands. I'm like, so one-armed people can't drive? Because just to pretend I'm a one-armed man, this is my bonus arm that I legally don't need. I'll hold whatever I want with my bonus arm. So the story keeps going. Cop handcuffs me. This is a true story. Cop handcuffs me, and I'm like, if I was one-armed, you couldn't handcuff me. And then it dawned on me that one-armed people can't be arrested because there's nothing to attach the handcuff to. You can only hook one hand, and then the other one is free, so you just run away. So a one-armed man cannot be handcuffed. That's a huge benefit. And a no-armed man, you cannot hit because you look like the worst human being alive. So if you're a no-armed man, you can just say anything to anyone. You're free. You have no social bounds. So I experienced that last night.
Click podcasts on the mornings tab at kdkb.com for full bullshit and more bullshit if you press this button now.